January 2nd. I said 2nd, so we're off on.
Last July.
Hello guys and welcome to the non-rehearsed live edition of the 200 Vets. We've also got Ryan here from the Veterans Army. Alright, so we've just had a little celebration. You may have seen we had a little bit of champagne, a few champagne fruits, so celebrating the weekend we've just had. Does anyone want to tell about the weekend we just had, guys?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and say it because Ryan says that I'm allowed to speak this time. Yeah, so last weekend, Remembrance Sunday, not only was it an amazing event, and obviously let's not forget what it was for. It was actually for remembering those that sacrificed so much so that you and us can be here today. And also, let's not forget the people that have given so much in wars such as Afghanistan and Iraq, because we are trying to get away from the narrative and the stigma that veterans are simply just 95 to 100-year-old men and women with walking sticks and all, because they're not, and that just simply isn't the case. So what we've done was got as many people as we could down to Yates in West Orton, and what it was a fantastic event. And if we're totally honest, and if I'm honest, it only took us a month and a half properly planning to get the place full. I mean, next year I think it's going to be so much bigger, and I think we'll be able to push it so much more and raise so much more money. But what really fucking sold it for me, and I don't know about you lot, but just having that community feel about it and having people down here that not necessarily think about veterans every day of their lives, but come down and show their respect, because it weren't just veterans here, but we had patriots of the British Army, and I think that was amazing. We had the Murray.
I think perfectly what happened is, and I think it's important people understand what happened here is the idea of the day was to put a day on to build a veterans community. And in the background, off of that, let's see what we can raise for Veterans Army. Let's see what we can do as a sidetrack for that. The day, none of us take away from it, whether it's 200 Vets, Veterans Army, no one takes anything away from it being remembrance. That was 100% most important thing. And I'm pretty sure Ryan and Ridge will tell you how much they enjoyed the march we did after the parade, which I got a lot of stick for. A lot. I ditched for it. It was awful. I won't do it again. I'm sorry, all accountability. However, it was a great day. Like I said, short notice of time, what we did that on. And the narrative was getting a community together. And I think we built that. I really think we managed to do that. We had guys and girls come from everywhere who either don't ever do Remembrance Parade, or they changed their tradition of what they do, or they came here and they donated. And some people came from travel far and wide. And you guys know you well. We met on a Saturday night. But what I want to ask is, so Ryan, yourself, you came from outside 200 Vets, all right? So you came as representing Veterans Army. How was the day for you from that side?
I mean, for me, like I said on the day, it's really nice for us to be able to come down and actually attend an event that's kind of based around fundraising for the organisation without us having to do all the legwork, because as you guys know, it is a lot of legwork. But also for me, it's nice to see that people from different corners of the world and people that I'd never met before that support veterans. And I think when we talk about remembrance and building the veterans community, it's really important for us to point out that you don't have to be a veteran to be a member of the veterans community. You just need to be a supporter of veterans, a family member of veterans, or a patriot of veterans. And I think that what you guys done really, really well was bring a group of people that potentially would not be in the same room normally, from all walks of life, all areas of the world. I mean, you even had someone from Abu Dhabi come down, descend onto West Orton and create a really good, really well thought out and actually very enriching and rewarding event. And I mean, genuinely, I don't think I've had a better Remembrance Day for many, many years. And I normally do my own things. We all normally do our own things. And I think it was just good to come here, be around like-minded people. And one thing that I thrived on and I really liked is it was almost like our era.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that knew the army, all the forces during the time that we served.
And that's those people who wouldn't walk into an RBL as such, with the old guys in the blue suits and the crest on the chest, all that kind of stuff. It's we're trying to create a new thing, not so much a new thing, a community for people of our age. You know, the word veteran sits in a lot of people's mind, I think. Ill-fitted. You know, people think an old gentleman, an old guy who goes and wears the blazers, doesn't want to know anyone else, a young guy. How would you feel about as a young veteran now, walking into an RBL on your own?
No, it'd be quite daunting, wouldn't it?
Right, so the idea is what we change that narrative, don't we? We tell everyone this is what veterans now look like, as well as the elder. And I think that's something we really need to go on. What about you? What you take away from the day?
My takeaway of the day really. I think everyone's touched on all the points I'd like to make about the actual day. Mine just goes to show with the little planning that we did, the time that it took us to get to that stage, and to have that many people there, and to actually put it on. I think there's just bigger, better things coming from us that we can definitely. Yeah, that we can do with if we
all can do.
That we can all do. Give us. Like you said, I think the idea came out in September. The proper planning went in 4 weeks in October. Yeah. If we'd done something in 4 months' time, and we've got 4 months to plan something, then I think the world is our oyster at this moment in time.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. For me, I think one thing that whilst we're here talking about it, and because obviously this is live, and if you are watching this, I'd love your opinion on this. But one thing that I always try and push, and I feel that is happening now, is the fact that we lose quite a bit of our history at the moment in the world that we live in. Unfortunately, not only recent history, but we're losing out massively the kids that are coming through school. We don't teach it enough about why you're English and why you're not speaking German. We don't. That is just basic, and that isn't taught in schools. And I think what we've done was something so different, where we invite the kids down. We said we've got free pizza, live music, the Mountain Man, fucking Mikey, big
people
shout
asking
out.
Look at that. My bad boys came after the football team came. The girlfriends came. It cost me a fortune. But Yates But they came, and do you know what? The idea is that they're walking around, and my boys are going to join next year. They're walking around, they're seeing guys like ourselves and other guys who look similar to us, not too old and that. And they're wearing these medals on the chest. And they're questioning, what's that one for? What does that mean? That's the kind of stuff they should be asking. Not paying a bliss to it and going, no, whatever, that's that. Or because I was his dad. It's not interesting for him. But seeing you guys wear it, so that they don't want to know what I've got on. They want to know what you've got on. What did you do? What did your mate do? Where's he been? And that is the kind of thing we.
Why has he got a different one to you?
Yeah, and that's what we need. Yeah, why is he? Yeah, well, don't look at Dom came with that beautiful rap.
Yeah.
And like many people, older or younger, will come to me going, what's your mate done there?
Yeah.
And I enjoy explaining and telling people what people are doing, what the different medals are, why this guy's got a crest on his medal, why he's not, so on and so on. And the youth of today need to know that, because that is what's going to inspire them.
Yeah.
Military don't go in schools no more like they used to, not in the same way.
I think there's a massive history that's been lost.
The adverts are weak now.
Yeah, no, definitely, I agree with you. I mean, we've touched on it all before. Like the adverts when I was younger, you'd think, "Fuck me, I want to join the army. They're cool as fuck."
Kill the lights and drive.
But now all you see is
now you're born in Carlisle, you're a rent boy in the area.
Yeah,
I don't know.
If you can play a computer game, you deserve to be a fucking airship crew commander, fucking aeroplane specialist. But it's all bollocks. I mean, and I think giving something back in the community and history is very important for me anyway, because I do feel like people don't know it. Even Aidan, my partner's lad, maybe doesn't understand as much as he should, because he's not, as I said, they don't teach him.
It's not driven into them.
The thing is, though, what's mad about that is that.
Are we different there because because we grew up around wartime?
No, not at all.
Do you think our thought process was different to theirs is now?
Well, I think they kind of link into what I'm going to say is that if you go in schools, the history, the biggest thing that's recently happened in the British history is World War II.
Yeah.
Or Vietnam, or Afghanistan, or...
No, but I think in schools all they teach is
about... I don't think there's a criteria
maybe World War I.
The criteria kind of stops at World War II.
100 years ago, when you think of history, you think, 1800s. It's literally 1945, isn't it? The end of it.
So what do we say, guys? So Ryan, what's your take going forward now? What would you like to see from Veterans Army in the next 6 months, or foreign allegiance, or some kind of us guys working together at some point maybe for an event? Obviously keeping who we are.
Yeah, I definitely think that we have kind of hit the nail on the head with a like-minded group of people, multiple organisations that all have the same ethos and the same kind of drive for the veterans community. For me, like the fact that you guys got so many people down here, and like I have a real issue with blokes who won't wear the medals because they don't feel like they've earned the right, or they don't feel like because it's not a military cross or a VC that they shouldn't wear it. And it really annoys me, because like one of my most favourite sayings in the world come from Napoleon Bonaparte, soldiers will endure much for a bit of coloured ribbon. And inevitably, that's all it is, but it tells a story. It tells a story of shared austerity. And for me, it tells a story of someone who I've never met. I can see his medals and go, we've been to the same place. We've been in the same shit. We know the same kind of environments, and it creates that oneness. So moving forward, like, I think we just go from strength to strength and continue to do things the way that event went down, and just go bigger and better and try and impact. And the base of all that then means that we can help more people moving forward, more veterans, more families of veterans, and hopefully get more people to kind of be more open-minded to what a veteran is. Like, you're talking about Remembrance Day and stuff, and like my missus's little daughter, she called it Poppy Day. At school it was Poppy Day. What is Poppy Day, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Oh, you wore poppies. Well, why'd you wear them?
Why is it a poppy?
Yeah. There's no in-depth with it.
Where's a poppy from?
Yeah,
Where's the idea of it?
And I think that an education is needed, and I think that unfortunately a lot of people are falling into the trap of grey trousers, blue blazer, medals, and he's an old man, he's a veteran, you should respect him. But actually, you couldn't get a lad who's done minimum 4 years, done 2 or 3 tours, and actually
I think that's
gets overlooked by society.
I think that's a hard thing, isn't it? Because if that lad walks into a Leeds, I mean, we're good. Not trying to keep using British, like walk into a community, okay, of any of the kind of type of that, or even going back as an OCA, so an Old Comrades Association, going back to a mess do, all right, walking in a mess, and you're in the screws mess, or you're in the seniors mess, or whatever, right? And someone, because this is how it kind of works, they're gonna value on going, you're only 5 years. Yeah, he's known. He's wet behind ears in 5 years. In that 5 years, that lad might have been in Kakaram singing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yakshaw. He might have been bringing doors down first man in.
Yeah.
But because he's now 26-year-old, and doesn't look like the boys, and he's not staying in, he's not one of them. So that makes him not feel valued.
Yeah. I think for me a massive problem, and people have to get away from this, and even myself included. You do something. The day you fucking go into careers office and you essentially, let's say, sign your life away, right? That's what you do, don't you? And the first day, your basic phase 1, what do you do? Well, right? You have done one thing more than any civilian that has never done that. My missus sat over there. I guarantee she's never gone on a first day job and had to sign a will. That's not a dig at her, but it doesn't happen. So you have done
Carry
something.
on, no, right?
But you have,
you wish you had a will.
You wish you will have a will. But what people do is they're making a sacrifice, not knowing essentially what the outcome is going to be, and that for me is just the big enough sacrifice anyway. You move away from your family.
The thing is, you don't have to go to war in the army to be put in danger. When you go do LFTT, fucking hell,
I'll always say one thing. Sorry, I'll always say this because it always sits me so much. Where obviously doing the job we did, BRF, and that we're lucky enough to be based at Bastion and do heliops base. All right, so we're half everywhere, all over. So you've got the luxury of being in that nice pasture, And I remember that let's come back, and it was like, obviously, it minimises on, so like something's happened, someone's died. So obviously, you're thinking it's happened outside the wire, but none of our lads run up. So okay, a breath of fresh air. It's none of us. Cool. All right. Is it anyone we know? Is it A Squadron? Is it this? Is it not? Okay, no. Is it Mercy? Is anyone affiliated with? And it was at the washdown. An engineer lad who probably said to his mum and his missus, "Listen, I'm inside the wire. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going in a kinetic environment as such. Only thing's going to get me might be the odd RDF.
Yeah.
If I'm unlucky, and you've got to be unlucky to get that. That lad was washing his digger. Right, your JCB had his digger up, had the forks up, washing it underneath hydraulic failure. 2-ton bucket.
I mean,
squashing, complete squashing.
Sorry.
In that, say, in a comfort environment, but in the non-kinetic environment, you were put in dangerous places all the time.
I mean, look at my mate Eddie. He died on selection for 2-3.
Yeah.
He dead. Yeah. You don't go on selection. You don't go and do a military course and expect to die.
Do you wreck?
People do ranges. Was it the RTR?
Castle Martin.
Yeah, Castle Martin.
I mean, them lads
you fire him for 30 mil. Well, for us, 30 mil live round.
Well, they're firing what? They're firing
120s.
120s. Well, there's a lot behind that, isn't there? Really. The annoying thing is their range package was complete. And then a brigadier came for a visit, and it's the good old army thing.
Yeah,
Let's put a gun shoot on. They did the gun shoot. because the lads are restricted to clean the gun, they hadn't put the breech pack together correctly, and they didn't store the charges in the basically in the charge tin or whatever. I'm not a tank, I don't know, but basically in the heat-proof tin, whatever. So when they put it in the breech explosion, caused the backblast, and then them to charge.
No, but mistakes happen when you're training.
Mistakes happen.
You're handling dangerous. Mistakes happen. How many civvies there?
Those lads should have been left alone. You've done your shoot.
Yeah.
We're not here to impress someone. Your range package is done. But how do big wigs come? Get you saying in there, big lad. Cool. Sound. No, they don't pass go. They don't collect 100.
So someone's boss man can get a bit of face time.
There we go. So the colonel, the brigadier, exactly.
Colonel, look, actually.
So Ryan, I've got something for you whilst we have you tonight.
Go on.
What have you got coming up in the future?
So
What has the Veterans Army got?
So we're looking at a few projects at the moment. I'm looking at doing. I've always wanted to do like a charity football game and a family fun day, because a lot of the things become kind of semi-formal. We always do a black tie ball and things like that.
Yeah.
I want to try and do something a bit more inclusive and very similar to like what you guys have done. It means that you can bring in the next generation, people's kids, and all that kind of stuff, and nobody's excluded from that. So I want to do that, and then we've got a couple of things in the pipeline project-wise that I'm hoping to get off the ground.
Two fat lads on a bike.
Yeah, 2 fat lads on a bike.
It's not being called that.
It needs to get away from that idea. No, I'm looking at. I've got a couple of ideas. I would really like to, and I've said this for a few years now, and I haven't ever thought that we've got the kind of traction or support to be able to do it. But I'm a real advocate for. I want to crowdfund a lot of money. I want to buy a static caravan that we can move around and I can give veterans free holidays.
That's amazing.
And the way I want it to work is, if you're a veteran couple, you get, as an example, 1 ticket in a ballot. You ballot for the time period you want. If you've got a child, you get 2 tickets. If you've got 2 children, you get 3 tickets. If you've got 3, because I also think the more children you've got, the bigger family you've got. If you're struggling, the likelihood of you being able to go on holiday is minimal. So I want to be able to generate some money to buy a static which we can move around the country, and the byproduct of that is that when people finish therapy with us, and they get the big tick in the box to you go away now, try and work on the things you've learnt in the rooms of recovery, the therapy, and then come back if needed. We can go, and there's a little thank you from us.
And I think that's good, because if you're doing intense therapy, like say they're in a package or something, so not so few and far in between, and then you just go back as normal life.
Yeah,
it's like, wow, okay, I'll start again now. But maybe that few days of hour and hour or something,
and it would be completely free. Like, there would be absolutely no cost to the veteran bar the food or the veterans family. We could every year we could relocate the static to different areas of the country. People that don't want to travel or feel like it's too far, and then
make it accessible.
I just think that there's enough problems at the minute, and there's enough money problems, and we won't get into the government absolutely destroying the place. But ain't no one going on holiday very much.
No, mate, I think that's a great idea. I think we'll start the caravan up in Aberdeen.
I remember you speaking about this last week to me, and I love the idea there, and I still think it's such a good idea. The accessibility for young families, especially, even without being a veteran, without issues, without anything, just being a young person or a young family now to try and go on holiday.
It's mad to even go to Avon, they want fucking £1,000 per kid.
It's crazy, and I've been that young squad in me on a trooper wage with 2-3 kids, and
if anybody's
it's
got a
impossible.
contact for Glossop Caravans, they give Tom Cassell, the guy who does vlogs his own life every day, they give him a free caravan spot in his land because he vlogs every day.
Did they?
So, yeah. So,
you've got
a caravan for veterans.
Yeah. Glossop Caravans, are you looking?
I think
Is there any comments? Is there any comments, Scott?
But no, see, that's good. The things you're saying there, and this proves why I think we all get on so well at these organisations, is everything's selfless. It has to be. If you're doing any part, it's for your interest, right? Unless it's for your own self-development of making yourself better, which you're advertising therapy, or you're taking therapy. It needs to be a selfless act, and I think there's too many companies out there, right? Again, not to name a few, who are doing this as beneficial things for their own purpose. And we can vote for Veterans Army 100%. Hence, why it's the charity why it's the foundation we chose to help out with.
I mean, for us as the two angry vets, so we want to push hard and work so hard with Ryan and the rest of his team at Veterans Army, purely because for me and same as you two, I know we believe in what he does. We believe that deep down, regardless of everything, and you move everything, he's genuinely a nice guy, and his actual morals are the same as ours, I believe.
Yeah, the squad can see through people as well.
And I think everything lines up well. You know, and I think there's stuff that we want to do. There's stuff that I want to push. So obviously, I was joking then, 2 fat lads and a bike. It won't be that. But what we are going to do...
Yeah, but 2 fat lads and 2 bikes.
Yeah, 2 bikes. And what we're going to do is for Veterans Army...
And then me and Ryan taking over no doubt.
What we're going to do, we're going to do a 6-month training programme, but next year in June, towards back end of June, we will confirm dates, but we're going to do set up GoFundMe. I'll probably set it up in like January, February time, and we're going to show you our journey of losing a bit of weight, learning proper nutrition and how to eat properly, but we'll push that out as well.
The chicken with Johnny's.
You can have it as long as you work off your calories.
That's what he's learned tonight.
So what we are going to do is that next June. And, you know, we're going to do that just purely to raise money. And people can see that, you know, we're trying to make a difference. So someone else that's less fortunate than us can actually have a fucking a chance. And I think that's it. Am I with you? Yeah. Just have a chance at fucking a life, and people miss out on stuff like that.
One of the things I get all the time, and you know, when people talk about being a veteran and being a soldier and stuff, and it's quite simple to me. Like, what differentiates people that join the military or any kind of uniform service, not just the military, is that at some point, some person has chosen to do something bigger than themselves, to be about something bigger than themselves. It can't be about, it's never about the individual, which is why in basic training, they break it down as an individual, and they build you up as a body of men. And I think, like, a life spent in the servitude of others, to me, is a life fucking well spent. Like, if I go to my grave and go, you know what, I did my best by everyone, as regular as I can, as often as I can, not for MBEs and OBEs or anything like that, but because it was the fucking right thing to do, and because the people that I helped were my people that made that same decision to go, I'm going to be about something bigger than myself. And I don't think those people should end up homeless. I don't think those people should end up having to go to food banks or not being helped because they've missed getting qualification because they've been in the military. Or
not when there's people that don't deserve it.
Exactly.
I think everything thrown at them.
Yeah, I think it's all right. I think an example is if I ask you this. I mean, when I was on tour, I had kids and I do it sales relationships and stuff. You don't have kids when you're on tour. You don't have relationships. Your missus, you ain't got one there, right? No. You've got nothing. Because if you've got that, you've not your head's not right. What you've got, and you might not even like that cunt that much next year. Yeah. But
why was that smirk?
But on your side, but what you've got that man's back more than anything in this world. You would rather You'd rather put yourself through that door before him any day of the week, and I think
never above, never below.
Yeah, never above, never below. Beside you. That's the motto. That's what it is. Yeah. You stand for them. You know, we all say the world's queen and country or king and country now or whatever. It's not for your family back home. Sorry, it's not. It's not for your queen and country. It's for the team. It's for the boys inside you. You'll do anything to be in front of him. He'll do anything to be in front of you. You'll find yourself stacking at a door, arguing. Who's going through? You've got kids, you've come pull again, pull back. Commander's going through, you shouldn't be going through. I mean, my commander, he got kids, different. He's the most dangerous man to go through that door because if he goes, the whole thing wipes down. But my God, you try to get in front of him.
Yeah,
it's not happening.
It's even the way like the military works out, stupid stuff like who's on Christmas duties? Well, you've got no kids, so you're doing Christmas. Yeah. You're doing He's got kids and he has to be home for Christmas. You're like, what? That's not
I know he doesn't like his missus. Yeah.
He doesn't like he hates his fucking
I used to hate. Listen, do you know that?
When he was in training, when he got
no, it's not.
I hate my missus.
No. I can't tell you. When you come back off exercise, something you go, I don't want to go home, lads. I don't like my missus.
Yeah, I don't like my missus.
Just because you're a fucking miserable.
And I'm not surprised, mate. She's stinking.
Do you know what pissed me off the most when you come back off exercise? And I live from Catching, like an hour and 12 minutes, right? And they say, right, anyone under an hour, you're not going. Anyone over an hour, you're not going home tonight. We have a duty of care. That's fine. You can go out in Richmond and drive all night on the street, and then drive home in morning.
Because every scene is a pad in the living room in the garage.
Oh no, yeah. So you can all go home. You can all.
As they're walking home with the kid, they're walking up the pads.
Oh yeah. Trying walking back to the missus.
So Scott, have we got any comments?
Yeah. So just briefly. So Jolene she's on a small site and they're putting a few statics on. She's going to speak to them until March. I can get prices for you if you want to.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Thanks.
So
Please
if
just
you-
message us.
Send us a DM on either Facebook or
TikTok.
or you can, or on TikTok, and we'll jump on that. Somebody's asked why is it Kensky here?
Who?
Is it Kensky? But I think you meant Zelensky.
Zelensky. Either got to
It
be
looks
you or
like
me,
Zelensky.
we're both skinny.
I mean, I don't speak remotely any Ukrainian, so I can't can I?
We've had comments just about the caravans. Ryan, would you try speaking to B&Bs, etc., seeing if they would give the veteran free weekend?
So I would do that,
There's
100%.
B&Bs.
However, the idea behind getting a caravan is that we've got carte blanche to it. So, full transparency. As an example, let's say that there isn't a veteran who wants it for a weekend. We could rent it out to a civvy, and that the money they pay, a notable fee, would then go towards like site fees, or we could then go towards putting food in the caravan for people. Or So, and also with that, I 100% understand that an Airbnb, as an example, or a B&B, or even a hotel might do that for a short period of time. But I want this to be like volume 1, and then we just click and drag that model and expand it. And at some point, someone's going to go, listen, I don't want to give you a room for 6 months during the summer at discounted rate, so we just do our own. But it's not a bad idea, and 100% I would look at, speaking to people or people that own Airbnbs that would be up for doing that, because it launches the model sooner than it, until we've got the money to do it ourselves. But I think long term we need to be self-reliant, because inevitably, unfortunately, as we all find out in this sector, the feel-good factor and goodwill runs out. Unfortunately.
We had a comment.
It dies off quickly.
Sorry.
It dies off quickly, doesn't it?
So we had a comment just saying, could you guys go into schools to talk about your service?
I could do, but he won't pass the
Jesse's
DBS.
not allowed in.
so I'll answer that, right? There's no chance of getting
I'm
DBS.
the only one that actually teaches kids through the week. Do you know what I mean?
He spells teachers wrong. Anyway, right. So what I'm getting at is,
Sex education.
I do think it needs to happen. I do think whether it's us, maybe not us to do that. I think it needs to be. It needs to be the young cadet units. It needs to be the TA reserve centres. It needs to be the military who's taking account for that. 100%. Because if we're going to go in there, we are going to go with a biased opinion. I'm going to give my timeline of opinion. They're going to give theirs, and we're going to give our experiences. Even as open we're trying to be, but we can't speak for the Navy, we can't speak for the RAF.
Yeah.
So it needs to be a tri-service effort reservist. However, what I do think needs to happen, where we do need to go, or people like ourselves and yourself, everything, we need to be involved, or somebody needs to be involved in this resettlement process.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
It needs to be not some guy, not some LE captain
Who's still
who's still serving his benefits with the army, who's standing there telling how hard it's going to be. Well, that guy, when was you last at the army? I remember my sergeant major saying to me, Shane, listen, there's no jobs out there. And I went, oh, excuse me. When the fuck was the last time you got out?
Yeah. When was the last time you looked for a
And
job?
within a week, I doubled his wages. I doubled my sergeant major's wages within a week. Man, that's what I heard now, right? And that's not the bragging thing. That is, there's things out there, right?
I got told to sell my car.
So, yeah, you won't be able to afford it. So, in the resettlement process somewhere, there should be some kind of veteran going in who's struggled, who's had help, who's give back, who's done all the things that
I just think genuinely basic normal lads, like
who can go in and give an opinion. We can go in and give an opinion. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Somebody's just called us all unemployed meeting of chodes.
Well, that's great, mate.
What is a chode?
Small fat penis.
I've got
Mine's thin.
yeah.
I think we all. I have 4 jobs actually.
I'm all right on that. Behalf. I've got a job and a song.
Can anyone just have one job at this day?
I'm sorry you feel that way, mate. I'm really sorry you feel that way. You're reflecting some bitterness on yourself. It's fine. Don't worry. Be better, not bitter.
Yeah, I hope you really feel better from that comment, and the fact that we've acknowledged it for you.
Yeah.
I hope you can go to bed. Really
You
nice.
can tell people that
And now
you've been spoken about tonight.
yeah. In fact, you can.
What's his name on it?
You got my civilian answer. Mate.
Yes, man.
You've
Mates,
got
man.
You got the civilian answer. Now I'll give you the squaddy answer. I'm sorry for that squaddy, you fuck your bird. Anyway, next time.
Oh no!
And the worst thing, it was probably a creature like him.
When you look, he lives in Captain Garrison.
Shit. However, thank you, mate.
But anyway, so that is what Veterans Army is doing. 200 vets, like I said, big cycle next year. More details to follow. I think what Ryan's doing with the static caravan idea is brilliant. And like I said, I actually agree with what you're saying. Actually owning something yourself,
Yeah, I think you're better that
you
way.
take away that you take away the we're busy today.
You're not living by another belief.
And if it's not filled, you can rent it.
Yeah.
And that's fully transparent. Like, there's no lie about that. If there's no veteran that needs it, no one's bid for it, then you rent it out to somebody cheaper than everyone else is doing it in the UK, because it's not a money-making idea. But what it does is pays your site fees, it puts food in the fridge, or it enables you to do things like make that better or get the next caravan.
It enables
Just
it to
make sure
continue.
you take food when you leave.
It keeps continuing.
Someone will
Then you get another caravan. And then
Beaches, email Gossip Caravans for us. Yeah. She knows.
So just basically, so the overview on the first half an hour is you've listened, you've probably had a bit of a giggle. That guy definitely is crying. But what we've done is we've talked about Remembrance Sunday, what we're doing as our organisation to Angry Vets, what Ryan said about his going forward. And I think one thing that we're all transparent about, and I think one thing that we all agree on is with other, this is not me being an arsehole to other charities or other CICs or anything like that, but being totally honest and being truthful and actually saying, we can't fucking promise you the world, because I can't. These two can't. You can't.
Not so.
But where we can try and give you help, we will do. If you contact us, if Ryan is the best person for us to get you in contact with, that's what we'll do. If he isn't, we'll send you somewhere else.
Yeah, and I would like, literally, I have got a list of organisations, people all over the UK. And if I can't help you out, it's not in my remit, I'll know 10 people who will, and I'll make sure that I ring the boss of that company and go, you owe this person a call because they've come through my bill.
That's the transparency. If we send it on to you, you will say, listen, this ain't my bag. I can't, but I can signpost it this way. I'll get in touch with them. Listen, basically, right, as you've seen this past half hour, we're just lads having a laugh, right, who care about the veterans like ourselves, and we just want to help people. We're not trying to make $1 off it. We have a laugh, as you see, we have a beer here now, chewing the fat as such as squaddies do. We're creating an environment, and we're just trying to help anyone we can. That is all we're trying to do. So don't take us too serious. Take the jokes lightly, all right? Apart from you, mate, and we'll go from there.
I hope you choke on your fucking fat eaters.
Not because I don't agree.
But no, I think that's the first half hour done.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to say a big thank you, and we just want to let everyone know that today we have given over the cash to the Veterans Army. So I know Peaches, my mum, everyone in here that is watching. First of all, from the bottom of my heart and the rest of the lads, thank you for coming up. As we said earlier, someone come up from fucking Brighton that morning and apologised to me for not making the parade. I mean, do you know what?
Apologise to him. We was the ones who merged in it.
Yeah. Well, honestly, all we can genuinely say on that is thank you so much. And Ryan, do you know how much we've raised for you?
Just short of £1,300. I can't say to the exact pence because my piece of paper is over there. But what I will do is, as we've already discussed, I will come back with like an official receipt / thank you certificate, all that kind of stuff. We'll sit down and I'll literally explain where the money that you've raised is going to go, what projects we're currently running that we need help with, where it's going to impact. So everyone who did donate knows where it's gone. Also, people that are umming and ahhing about whether we're actually legitimate and what we do, we say what we do. Well, I'll literally sit down and tell you exactly where it's going to go, how many hours of therapy that's got, if we've put it towards food banks, whatever. We'll come down, we'll sit down, and I'll tell you where it's all gone because I have nothing to hide, no reason to hide it.
Transparency is key.
Yeah, transparency is key. So what I'm going to say now is, Ryan, goodbye.
Yeah. Auf Wiedersehen.
He didn't want to go.
No, he did.
No, yeah, I need to.
Yeah.
I've let Tom talk on that. I can't take anymore.
Right, so yeah, nice one, mate.
Cheers, Ryan.
We'll see you.
Cheers, brother. Oh, hey, guys. And we've got these, so the right way, so sorted it.
Like to show them at the cat on the
With the batteries and
Come on.
vans.
Oh, go up, go up.
Don't
tense! Don't tense!
Alright, they're over here somewhere.
Oh, that's Junior.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much, guys.
No, we're going to do this for an hour.
Yeah, we usually. I'm off too soon.
Right, so
I've got 3 dismounts to look after, mate, so I've got shit to do.
So what we're going to do now for the next half an hour,
I've got 10 minutes.
Q&A. Yeah, a bit. Yeah, you fire some stuff over to us. What I want to talk about now for me is the wrongs and rights of the world right
Can
now.
I change something a minute?
Go on.
Can I sit behind the camera and sit Scott here?
No.
Why?
Because you can't read.
Only one person. Because then you'd be blocking
Because
me.
you think can't fit you when you don't come.
So anyway, so what I'm going to talk about now is what's going on in the world. And what I'd like everyone's opinion on that is watching here. This is something that I want to push, and I want to see what people's opinions are on the fact that recently it's been announced that pensioners are going to lose about £1,200 to £1,300 by the end of the year on their pensions. We're giving so much money away to people like refugees, asylum seekers, but our pensioners and old people are struggling, and they are. And as we've already said, some of them have served and stuff like that, and that is an issue.
And I don't think it matters if they serve. Like,
no, I just mean in general.
Sure, we've got to look after our own
They pay
generation.
taxes their whole fucking
That's
life.
what I mean, like, and they've gone through harder shit at times than us, and sure, it's our
duty of care.
that's the one duty. That's the way we're looking for, yeah.
You know.
Like,
You got a duty of care from.
Well, that's your nan, that's your granddad. That's
I think for me, a massive problem that I have, and and the same as you, and I've got to the point now where I'm genuinely sick to death of the people on the left that are genuinely so concerned about refugees are welcome here, when the problem that we actually have is they're not, because they're not genuine refugees, they're not genuine asylum seekers. People that seek asylum usually go to the country closest to them, but not only that, it isn't the men that are coming over.
Okay, so we've got one here. Sorry, I've not managed to get on all the comments, guys, because I'm kind of new to being behind the camera. However, Jolene, I believe, has just put on they took away my mother's winter payment as well.
Fucking man.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So
it's fucking disgraceful, Tom. Our elder looked after us at a time. We need to pay them back, and the government won't do it. So
well, this is where we're at, and this is what I talk about. And people don't all want to be involved in stuff like that. This and that's fine. But for me, I'm totally honest, and I'll be honest about what my opinions are. We've got pensioners losing money with their winter fuel allowance. They're losing their pension, but we can afford to house fucking migrants in hotels that are 5 stars, some of them, and 3 square meals a day.
Has he left the dog door open?
Yeah, he's unseen on the toilet.
yeah.
But
He doesn't have to
I think that we've become too scared as a nation. I think that we've become too soft. We've gone from the British Empire, where we're the British Empire in the world, in the history of the world.
The biggest empire
Right? In the world, in history.
Beginning of Genghis Khan.
We learn from our mistakes. I say this all the time. And we learn from our mistakes, and we've grown as a nation, but we've gone the opposite way. We've gone from conquerors to fucking conquered. And that's a fact.
And what's the reason is, for me, the reason is that the enemy is with him.
It is with him. I mean,
the enemy's not coming off short attacking us. I mean, they are coming on short to us. However, the people inviting them in, the people, the founders, are our own people.
We've let them fucking stroll in.
And then we've got these other idiots who are gobbling off at us, going, well, don't put the flags up, don't do this, don't do that, yada, yada, yada. I'm like,
If you're offended by...
I tell you what, if one of their families get mullered by one of them...
Can I say something about the flags? When we were in Cyprus, the North, Turkey, you can't touch it. You can't touch the flags. Because it fucking means so much to
Well,
us.
the last person to get killed in Cyprus over the war which the Cyprus and the Turkish, well, I think it was in 1976. Don't quote me on date, but somewhere around there. It was a long time ago, wasn't it? And it was a guy who climbed a flagpole.
Yeah.
Do you remember the famous picture? He climbed it and he got shot. He got shot by a sniper from about a K or something. And that was the last confirmed death in the war they had over there. And that kind of set the precedent of don't touch the fucking flag.
Yeah.
Well,
No, but you should
flag in Famagusta. Is it Famagusta?
Yeah.
I don't know where that was. It might be Famagusta where that one happened.
It's the giant.
And the one in the hills, Famagusta. What they did overnight, which was naughty.
Could you imagine fucking the outrage if on the only hill I know around here is Oakham Hill or the Moors or something? You just walk over the M62 and they put a big British Union flag on there. Well, I don't like that. Rivy. No, but could you imagine the outrage of people from here who would be fuming?
No, yeah, it's massive. It's huge. It is. I don't know what's going on. There's some kind of sign language going on.
Cheesy.
What is that? Is that Shazard and Scrum?
Yeah.
Let's get you some cheese chips.
Oh, I thought you was getting it for the table.
No, that's
I think
Mel's
you're
hungry.
getting cheesy tits. Yeah, so read some comments out there, Richard.
Yeah, read some comments out.
Right.
The boy.
I told them not to make one more move, and I'm ready. My little lad was sat there.
Are these comments?
Can you
off
read
Jesus
or-
fucking sake?
Oh, here we are. Have put a warning out to Russia tonight.
Who's that? The UK?
I don't know. That's all it says.
The bollocks, anyway. It's all bollocks.
No, so that's from the truth. That's from. Is it Peaches? Is it?
Yeah,
Morning still.
hi, you're right. But I don't. I never take much notice to the shit. With
No, not
Russia
really
and that.
Vladimir Putin. And
No,
that. He's best mates with Donald Trump, Mr. Ronald.
Oh, apparently told them not to make one more move. and
No,
they're
we've
ready.
heard it before.
They are ready if they are. If they
No,
try.
I don't think that's happened at all. I think media's projected that.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
UK's done that. It's Claire. Oh, hi Claire. Sorry.
I mean, I'd love anyone that's in here now. What's your opinion on like the media? Because for me, that's bullshit, and I think
Yeah.
they push a narrative that they do try and stir people.
I've spoken here about the media before, but I've got two friends in the Ukraine, and let's go back 12 months ago, and BBC News, which, yeah, the BBC, whatever, other companies as well. You know, they're putting live news out there, and they're saying Kiev's been bombed 12 times today. It's flattened, blah blah blah. And she's projecting it.
And people are still
Now
shopping.
my mate is on the other side of the street, FaceTiming me. Right, going, Shane, I've been here 2 weeks. Not one bomb was dropped in Kiev for 2 fucking weeks. And that was 2 people. One we know very well, we all know John. And the other one was an ex-Pathfinder, a good mate of mine. And that's from 2 accounts, both standing there going, my whole family's ringing me, flapping, panicking. And like, this is not happening. And that's the media.
On the back of that, Jolene has reported, if you guys were asked to go back today, would you go?
To what? The army or to war?
Well,
To
let's
the-
say,
to the army, no, wouldn't.
to the army, let's go with your opinions on the army. Let's go back to just the army, and then to bring that into going, if it was a war.
Okay, if I had to, I'll start. If I had to protect my country, 100%, because I believe that this nation is the greatest nation in the fucking world. I would want to give my life for it and I'd protect it. Would I join the army now if there's no war? No, what the fuck? Do you know why? Because unfortunately, and this is true, and it's the same as the police, and the police run at this as well. They're told what to do. Orders come from the top, as you know, Shane, don't they? Our government at the moment are a bunch of fucking losers that unfortunately argue between themselves more than actually solving issues that are going on. So would I want to go and fight for a government that don't fucking give a shit about me or the people that are on these streets like British ex-veterans that are homeless and things like that? So the answer is no. If you went to war, would I be there in a heartbeat?
Okay, so...
Shane's opinion is...
Yeah, so for me, I love living, breathe, motivate. It's just the way I'm. It's something I've struggled so long to be out. And I've not been out quite 2 years yet, so it's quite fresh in my head. I think about going back every day of my life. Just because it was something I was fucking good at.
You won't be able to do the pod though.
But then I couldn't do the podcast, so that's why I can't do it. Yeah.
That's why I can't do it.
No. Yeah, for me, you guys know I love it, but it's everything I love. But it was my time to leave. Things changed, and
I think not only that times.
no.
The thing would be...
No, one thing I got sick of was this. Right, I got sick of playing soldiers. Right, so I got sick of getting up in the morning, doing the whole parade and that, which I'm down for. That's what I'm about. But then I'll go and stand out a tank part, the vehicle part, or in some training wing, or this for absolute bollocks. No one's giving them constructive stuff because everyone's so caught up in the system of fucking saying yes to someone above them without logic behind it. Right, we've got to get these vehicles ready. Why are we going to get them ready? We've got to get these vehicles green. Why? We're not going nowhere. No, but this is a regiment are. So we've got to get them ready so they can take them. And when they come back, right, you'll get them back and you'll fix them again. Get fucked. Right, that shit, that's not army for me. That's playing fucking soldiers. I would fucking jump out that window right now to go back on ops. But that wasn't happening no more. The times changed, the cycle changed.
I think a lot of it as well.
If the army was the same army, what I was in, minus the last 5 years, let's say, then yes, I'd go back tomorrow. I would never have left. If we're in conflict, if we're going somewhere kinetic ops, not these shitty ops, I'd be back tomorrow. That's my truth. I struggle being out there.
Come on, you do 6 months in Cyprus again. Hey, you would. I would.
Oh, I don't. Do you know
I was
what?
well slim.
As much as I go Cyprus, I hated it. I hated not carrying a weapon system, wearing a different headdress. It just wasn't watching. Watching buds go on patrol on bikes. It made me cringe. It was awful, but it was an order. I enjoyed it for the holiday of the Tyrazin Ridge, so it was beautiful. But my answer is probably yes.
You would go You'd go. Would you join the army now?
If I wasn't married now with 3 kids, who I finally give my time back to after years of following me around, if I was a single man, I would be in the military now. Yes.
Any more questions from any of you lovely people that are watching?
But you do have a wife and kids.
So I do. I have kids. I have obligations. They've chased me around for 14 years. Yeah, it took a long time to be happy being home. It took a long time to finish work and go home and sit in my house on an evening. So 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And I'm like, because I'm like you guys.
I mean, even in
you guys would have been like, now what?
Yeah, just go out and do something.
Like now what? No,
time for a wank.
Shezit walking in the room picking his dick. Fucking, you're not more about something. Like, it's too quiet. There's not things going on. I can't just nip to shop when I'm off.
Can't do a bit of wing shopping, can you?
I can't just go, right, you know what, here, lads, fancy smooth. You've now got to consult the parents, which is rightful at all.
Yeah, and you've got to
the flexibility
move, yeah.
In the army, right, you don't have to grow up.
Do you agree that the army then is very much a singles man's game?
I think 100%. It's a
young single man.
It will get the best. Okay, I think young single men
30 plus in a relationship
will offer the best soldier you're probably going to get.
Because they've got no obligations.
Yeah, and look, I mean, lads, if you look at lads' welfare issues, like 9 times out of 10, young troopers and that, it's actually the first relationship with a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And they don't know much they can do a career and stuff like that. And yeah, it's
a really good question from Beaches. What are your thoughts on housing illegal immigrants in ex-barracks?
So for me,
barracks are like nut camps.
Are they illegal immigrants?
Yeah, illegal.
Yeah. Right, no, fuck all.
So what I'll say on that, and simple as no, as Shane just said, but what I will say...
If it's not good enough for our men.
No.
If it's not good... That's exactly what I was going to go for. Like, if it's not good come for the veterans and the British homeless people. Yep. The British homeless people, it's not good enough for them, but we can afford to put people coming over to come on a boat. How the fuck does that work? And one thing that I will say on that, massively fucking despise. And if you actually look at the term refugee, asylum seeker, and illegal immigrant, unfortunately now in the UK, people can't tell them apart. And when people say...
Is there a difference now?
Right now there isn't. And when people say, oh, so you don't think people should seek asylum? I do. If you are in war-torn country, please go and get help. Please move to the closest
safest country.
If you're coming over here...
Drop your family off, right? Don't fucking pass and click go. Fucking airboat turn yourself, you cunt, when your family are safe, and get yourself back to your country and fight like a man should do.
Yeah, and I think that's the difference. And people that, unfortunately, and whoever's watching this will probably agree with me, a lot of the people that go pro-Palestine protest and all shit like this, they go, and they're from university and stuff like that, because unfortunately their lecturers are very lefties and they push this agenda on them. But let's be totally honest, as Shane said though, if my missus and her child were in danger, I would get them to get them fucked off out the way, and I would come back and fucking stick up for my house, for my home.
But what are we seeing? We're not seeing that. What we're seeing happen is
an invasion.
The people coming over, the ratio is like fucking 80% young, single, fighting age males.
And we all know that they have about 6 kids between them. So.
No, they've got like fighting age males coming here. They're not bringing the missus, they're coming on their own.
But the problem is, and what something I want to say on here now, that is not a racist comment. What we've just said then, it's not racist.
It's not racist,
it's not hatist or whatever you fucking...
It's not racist, right? Listen, my dad, so my father-in-law is Muslim, right? I have no issue towards anything that way. He's not from his country, nothing. He's Muslim, right? So I stand very fair on that. Believe me, I'll stand on my own toes and say it all day fucking long. There's no racism. What is fucking whatever it is, what is right and wrong in human nature. The people who are coming here, right, they do not have the same morals as we have, right? Their right and wrong are so far different in between as ours, right?
Yeah, it's their beliefs.
How they can treat people in their countries.
I think what I'll say is
They can't do here.
You have the Muslim religion, and then you actually do have Islamists.
Islamists, yeah.
Islamists,
Yeah.
and there is a difference. People that respect and take Muslim as a religion very
Well, there's a difference.
calmly,
There's a difference because one of them's a religion
and
one of them's ideology.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what it is. Nothing else.
And what I'll say on this, and this is a question for you, Shane. Do you think that people now, and this is a question to everyone, are losing the respect for refugees or not losing the respect, but believing that we shouldn't take anyone else in due to the fact that we're just simply getting too many illegal
So
people.
to a point, yeah, I think what's happened here.
We give them the rope.
I think what's happened, in my opinion, here is right. We've lost what asylum is. We've lost what refugees are. All right. If we look at asylum properly, deeply in our history, all right, and let's not go back all the way. Let's just go back 40, 50 years. 1970s, late 60s, right? We had the influx of the Indian guys coming, the Bangladeshis, all that kind of stuff. Now, the culture was of an Indians, the takeaway, the curries and stuff like that. We grew, we learned culture. We had no issues. We had no issues. The British people never had issues. Right,
They integrate.
the 70s and 80s around with the skinheads, they were really fucking hard, right? But over time, because it was legal, that was a small minority of the skinheads and stuff, right? As a country, as a nation, there wasn't.
No,
Right.
skinheads was Jamaican. It was the Jamaican influence. So listen to Jamaican music. The thing is with the skinheads is the neo-Nazis did the same thing.
But what the question was there? Do you know what the question was?
Yeah.
So the question is that wrong? No, I think immigration, right? But whether it's
But should we take any more on at this
Well, I think
moment in time?
no, we can't. But what you asked was what you said.
No,
So what I'm
yeah,
saying to you there is that we've not always had a problem with it. There's not a massive issue. We've grown to accept every corner shop. Wow, that's part of your family now, isn't it?
Yeah, no.
The corner shop on your road, you are. You know that guy. He's not sold it. He's been in there for
No,
30,
he's
40
been there
years.
for 40 years.
He's been there for it. They know you. They know your kids. They know about them. God, go at 90s, mate. You go in there money. You get a bit of food on tick. You could get a block of butter. I'll pay you tomorrow. You know. Yeah, all that kind of stuff, right? But no, we've not got that confidence because we've not got the same people coming in. Those people came in the 60s and 70s with a good narrative, with a good idea. They came here to make their lives better, to contribute to the British economy. That's what they did.
Do you think they come here as well now? And one massive thing that I push, you have someone that come up to our event last week called Kahija, the disgruntled citizen. She's come here and she is integrated into the culture amazingly.
Yeah.
And that now is something.
And benefits from it now.
And benefits from it.
Because what she gives into it.
But one thing that is happening now is, unfortunately, people are coming here, as you said, taking whatever they can.
Liberties, that's what they do.
It's because they know that they
get away with
it.
it.
They get it for free.
Yeah, and what we're losing is we have lost. I think I'm losing respect for Britain, and I think a lot of people are.
I think so. Just from behind, I won't sit down there. Say
I'll read some comments.
I know some of the
So going back to that, with everyone, like what you just said then about immigration back in the day, I think what's happening nowadays is taking effect on genuine people who have come over here to seek a better life, have integrated. They're feeling the effect of this more than probably anyone.
Yeah, you're
because the narrative just because they are that because of their skin colour fits that, but that is not the case. This is not what we're spouting about. We're spouting about the people that are coming over, taking all the fucking liberties that they can get. Why people like us and the people who have come over, integrated and earn money and pay into society are paying more tax. We can't get a house.
Let's look at this,
It's
right?
fucking-
My father-in-law, my what's it called? What do you call it? Stepdad. So my stepdad, we've been trying to get him to live here in citizenship for 4 years.
Yeah.
Because we're doing it legally, by the right things on their side and our side, it's still ongoing.
Yeah, it's mental.
It's still ongoing. He wants to be a working man. He's not taking no benefits, not from the system. Got a home to live in. He's got everything there, and they've got to say they're going to keep their houses over there. However, like, to get him over illegally is absolutely, it's nailed. It's impossible.
Well, that's probably maybe part of the issue as well, is that the government fucking make it absolutely fucking too easy for it for people to take the piss out of the system. Do you remember? So a guy, one of like Jugsy. Could never get a fucking passport. And he did. I think he did two tours.
Yeah.
Caribbean. He did 2 tours. The government won't give him a passport, but they'll give all these other people.
Talk to the camera, Rich.
All these other people, fucking, they'll throw money at them. Right, I think on that note, we'll start wrapping
We'll
up.
start taking some questions quick. Is there anything in there that people are saying? Scott, please.
Oh, keep speaking. Don't leave dead silent.
Is there anything that anyone is saying?
Not yet, no.
Scott, is there no one said anything? Can you
No,
check
your
your
mum's turned up, so everybody says so. So,
Only an hour lately.
but they came to pay their way in our country. I don't have a problem with that. My problem is those that are coming and taking at our expense, and we have our own on the streets. It boils my piss.
Do you think that the older generation of immigrants done it better than what these lot are doing now? For me, as Shane said,
They're just taking the piss out of the system.
see you later.
Love you all. See you later, guys.
For me, I totally agree with what he said, Shane, about, people that have been here for 40 years have integrated into this culture. But you've got the people that are coming in now that just simply don't give a flying fuck. And I think it's nasty because you hear every day about, and I want people's opinions on this, because for me, it's almost like now I'm expecting to hear every single day that some sort of sexual assault has taken place, because it's just the normal, which is fucking disgusting.
Well, yeah, so they said, it was legal. They didn't come on boats and didn't throw their documents into the sea.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen the video, the new one, the lads over in Calais? Finding the documents. And one of them we found was he'd become a French national and thrown his French nationality documents, but he was from Ethiopia. So he'd become a French national, gashed them and got on a boat to England.
They're the same people that they're cutting all the boats. I think it was the last week. They stopped 300 people.
A mental thing here is, people always say, oh, how have they come over here and stuff like that. For me, they've obviously if they come here and they have absolutely fuck all, it costs them about $5,000 to get over to the UK. How are they getting that money? Are they feeding it? Probably. Are they robbing? Probably. Mugging people? Probably. And then they come here and they don't integrate and they commit fucking crimes. I'm fucking sick to death of people commenting and arguing the fact that refugees are still a thing. They are, I agree with you, but the people that are coming over on these fucking thingies that are blown up with a mouth off 2 fucking guys that have just made $100,000, it's a load of bollocks. And why aren't we doing enough? It doesn't take a lot, and I get shot down for this all the time. If I had a penknife or a fucking pin, and I was a French copper, bang, it's popped. We pay them £280,000 a day to protect our country, and Macron and Keir Starmer and all this fucking band of fucking twats don't do enough to look after us. You're at danger, and so am I. My missus, I don't feel safe letting my missus walk in the street at night. That's why I've got her in handcuffs and chains.
She's harder than you.
But it's true what I'm saying. The people of Britain aren't safe anymore. The thing that happened, and then the media, the narrative of Muslim British man, he's a British man, he's a British man. He's British man, he's British, he was born in England. But his ideology isn't what he believes in, is not westernized, and that is an issue. So anyway, listen, we're going to wrap up on that because I've just been told I've got 1 minute left, and I get very angry, and I hope you've enjoyed tonight. We've started a little live, and we're going to do this every single Wednesday. Tomorrow I've got a full day of work.
What we're doing on Friday night?
Friday, just a quick one, me and Scott with the Truth Coalition boys, Jason and Jay over in Spain. We're going to be on YouTube. Make sure you do check it out. Make sure you also please check out Veterans Army on TikTok, Facebook and Instagram. that is run by Ryan Yates. Please
Check out
do
Ryan
go over there.
Yates' Instagram.
Yeah, just check out Ryan.
Check out Ryan Yates. He's got a top off on most of them.
Crafty little
Most of you like them. Yeah, if you're feeling lonely at night one night,
Flip the
why
bean.
not? Yeah,
Flick the bin.
flip the bean, play with your sausage, who knows? But listen, thanks very much. We've been the Triangle Vets, and good night.
Oh yeah, Shaka.
Mate, you just